Okay, this cringy lewd story is about the first time that I did the naughties with a dude. Okay? So if you didn't know what this about me, I was very straight. I was super very straight for a long time, okay? I had a wife, I did all the normal straight cis white male kind of things, and I was happy, okay? Until we broke up. Okay? And then I was just like, you know what? I've been straight all my life, and I am bi. I want to try the gay shit, okay? I want to try the gay stuff to see how that works out, right? But do I want to go ahead and do the gay stuff with, like, you know, the latex furs or like the hypersexuals, the ones that are super confident? No, because I have never done gay shit and I don't know what I'm doing and I don't want to hurt someone. I don't want to be embarrassed and I'm kind of nervous about all this stuff. I want to do something with somebody who is safe. So thus, I did the important decision whenever you're thinking about doing safe stuff with gay people, I went on Grindr. Because that is where you find safe people to do naughty stuff with, right? You find them on Grindr, right? Great idea, right? I got a lot of unsolicited D-pics. I got a lot of stuff that I did not want to see. So I was just like, okay, you see this app? We're gonna delete this app because Grindr is terrible. Guys, if you ever want an STD, if you ever want to have a terrible hookup, go on Grindr. It's great for those things, but it's not great to have a very safe time, okay? So I deleted Grindr, and then I went ahead and I opened up an app, and I forget what the app is called. The new app that we use is Bark, but there was a Howler. That's it. I opened up the app called Howler. Okay, and Howler basically just tells you what furries are in your area looking to date, right? So I went on my first date, okay, with a girl because I was nervous. So I went on my first Howler date with a girl, and it went terribly because like she was like very, very butch, and I'm very, very dominant, and like we didn't really like match energy levels, and they were just like, yeah, I'm a strong, independent woman, and you're gonna buy my lunch, and I'm gonna talk for like 3 hours straight and not let you get a single word in. I'm just like, cool. I like talking too, but you're not gonna let me talk. We're not vibing. Done. We're not dating. So girl struck out. Then I tried to date a guy, and this guy, his name was like Soft Diamond, and it went terribly. That's a whole other story. The next one was a soft boy, okay? And he was soft, and he was sweet, and he was kind, he was smart, and honestly, if I wasn't so like messed up back then because of like my heart being teared down my chest by my ex-wife, we probably would have dated for a while, but we only dated for a short period of time. And this boyo came over to my house and he fell in love, and I'm like, ah, he's so sweet. And he would stay over at my house and stay overnight multiple nights in a row, which was like, okay, a little weird. We just met, but you're sleeping in my house like all the time. Okay, cool. I guess we're getting to know each other, stuff like that. It's a little bit fast, but okay, cool. All that kind of stuff, right? All of a sudden, one night, and we hadn't done anything lewd yet, right? We hadn't done anything lewd. It was all just sweet stuff, right? One night, I'm asleep, right? And he was super nervous, right? One night I'm asleep, and all of a sudden, I feel movement to my left. And I'm just like, oh, whoa, I'm awake. But I'm gonna keep my eyes closed and figure out what's happening. And for whatever reason, this is the cringy part. Yes, this is the cringy part, okay? For whatever reason, he got the courage that night to examine me, okay? He got the courage that night to explore the situation, okay? While I am asleep, allegedly, okay? He thinks I'm asleep. All of a sudden, I feel wandering hands and all that kind of stuff. I examine my situation. I'm like, oh no, I am in the Morningwood situation because it's the middle of the night, okay? And he is under the covers. All of a sudden, something grabs me. And I'm like, okay, DEFCON 1, this is kind of weird, but we're gonna see how it plays out. He lifts it up, drops it, and it bounces on my belly. Like it drops and bounces on my belly. And all I hear is, he starts giggling like a little shit. And he picks it up again, and he drops it. Picks it up again, drops it. Picks it up again, drops it. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then he rolls over and goes back to bed. So here I am, definitely awake now because somebody's just grabbed me and like played like with my thing like a bongo on a drum. And I'm awake and he goes back to sleep. I'm like, son of a bitch. Okay, whatever. I went back to sleep, right? So I am like trying to fall back asleep and he rolls over again and wakes me up again. I'm like, fuck. I look over at the clock. It's an hour later, okay? It is an hour later, okay? So I keep my eyes closed. I'm like, okay, maybe now he's got his courage. He's like, now feels like it's safe that I won't wake up, stuff like that. What's gonna happen now, right? So all of a sudden, he's like sneaking under the covers again, and he grabs it. And I don't know how old you guys are in chat, but if you're listening to the story, you definitely should be 18 plus. But like in Canada, most boys are not snipped when they're babies, okay? Most boys are intact, okay? In Canada. You guys down in the United States, most of you guys are chopped up. Up here, we are intact, okay? So he goes ahead, he grabs that thing as if he's trying to choke a chicken. And I don't know who taught him how to do the action, but he grabs it and instantaneously, as hard as he can, down, up, boom, 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 boom. And I swear to God, I have, like, it felt like my skin was ripping, okay? Like, it felt like he was trying to rip it off. And I wake up, I wake up, quote unquote, I smack him in the face. I'm like, the fuck is that? He's just like, oh, sorry. And he flips over and goes back to sleep. I'm just like, okay. Well, at least I've now shut him down. I'm not going to get disturbed anymore tonight. But now my dick hurts, okay? Like, now it hurts, okay? That was uncomfortable. We are not doing that again, okay? I flip over to go back asleep, right? And like, I flip over on my belly so that there is no more access, okay? There is no more access to the play area, okay? We have shut down the amusement park, okay? No more hee. About an hour later, I wake up again. I am not used to sleeping on my belly. So while I was asleep, I had flipped back over onto my back. And I get waken up because like he's doing his little shuffle thing again. And I'm like, okay, third time's the charm, okay? Third time's the charm. It cannot be bad 3 times in a row, right, chat? It could not possibly get worse. I already chastised him for being like rough. So maybe he's gonna be gentle this time, okay? He goes down and all of a sudden I feel warm breath. And I'm like, oh, I know that feeling. Okay, this might actually turn out well, right? Like, there's no possible way that this could turn out poorly with what's called a warm breath in the play area, right, chat? All of a sudden, I don't know who taught him, okay? I do not know who taught him, but whoever taught him was a crocodile because there was so much teeth and so little space. It was literally like scraping like your entire member across a cheese grater, okay? It was like, eat, just eat. It only took one motion for me to wake up, grab him by the hair, pull him back. I'm like, nah, we're done for the night. No, done, not happening. And pushed him off, okay? Yeah, he literally is treating my member like a carrot with a cheese grater, okay? So it has been an entire night of him just disturbing my sleep. So I sleep in that morning to like 10 a.m. in the morning, okay? And chat, I got my revenge, okay? You do not fuck with my sleep schedule without me getting revenge, okay? So that next morning, okay, I wake his little ass up. I make sure that he's all like worked up to that, and I him until he could not walk straight, And that was the first cringy story out of 2. The next one is the terrible con hookup. Me next? Not me next. Oh, I made him immobile, stuff like that. When he tried to get out of the bed, his legs were shaking and he was waddling. I got my revenge, chat.